So, hello, one and all. Welcome back to episode 2 of Saga of Tanya the Evil. And as we saw from episode 1, it was a pretty freaking interesting show. Don't get me wrong, I was kind of sitting there going, you know what? Kind of on board where it's going. I want to see how it all just turns out because it's a bit crazy. I also want to kind of explain where the girl came from in the first place because I'm guessing they're hinting at it. And by the episode 2's title, it says, oh, prologue. I was like, it might actually introduce what the hell's happening with her. Freaking hell. Forget how loud that actual advert is. So you never know. It could turn out to be kind of good today. I'm hoping. Because episode 1 was kind of a treat. It was one of those different shows I did not imagine me enjoying so much, but I did. I thought, you know what? I kind of like it. It's kind of weird. It's a kind of weird and charming at the exact same time. And also, Shiryuki's in it. Because Shiryuki always saves anime. Like, her voice actress is just... But yeah, hopefully I actually do explain where she came from. Otherwise, I might be a bit pissed off because I don't like just reading a wiki to actually go and tell me, oh yeah, that's what's happening. I need the anime to say, okay, yeah, this is what actually happened. Otherwise, what's the point? Because otherwise, it's just like, just include it anyway. Just like include it. Yeah, I see what you mean. It's like with Keijo and not explaining why Nozomi wanted to do what she was doing because it did explain it in the manga. But anime went, oh yeah, she wants money. It's kind of like, well, no, she's a reason behind why she wants money, but I don't know. Adaptations, they're hit and miss. But anyway, so without further ado, let's start this stream in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Hopefully, you actually do get the opening this week as well. That'd be kind of cool. Damn. True. I agree with you with that one with the Keijo backstory, but still, it was kind of needed. They might do it. Evil businessman. Snap. I'm hoping they do it because it needs to happen. Otherwise, it just makes no sense. Otherwise, you got some kind of crazy lolly just like running around in military, just doing something. You're like, why is she even there? How she get there? What's going on? Pretty much. They've kind of hinted at it. That's the problem. That's why I kind of. Whoa. Huh. Damn. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, like, what? Did Dio just come out of nowhere? Or did Jotaro just like try to take down Kira once again? I'm not too sure. He goes, Konorioda! Just randomly, someone just shouts Konorioda. Oh snap. Double snap. Triple snap. Holy crap, even the pigeons are just laying into this dude. Nani? Well, this is kind of crazy, to be honest. Oh, even a little girl is reprimanding this dude. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, is that an Overlord advertisement? Holy crap. Holy crap. It's an Overlord actual advertisement. Holy crap. Ah, that makes sense why then. Yeah, I do. I think Myth and Roy do it, I think. That's the name of their actual band. Oh my god, even Baby's talking. Frick is even happening? Then Myth and Roy, I thought it was something like that. It's a pun in there somewhere. It's a pun there. Huh? True. Yeah, that's actually kind of valid. Overlord had a terrible adaptation, and by the looks of things with this one, it isn't really the greatest adaptation in the universe. But I guess if you don't read the source material, you're fine. Once you start reading it, like, holy crap, what happened? It's such a strange way to kind of get reincarnated, but I guess. Yeah, that's true. Grand Light Novel 10 times better than the adaptation of Overlord because it was really weird. It's weird. It's like, and you shall be a part of the military. You shall be the first Lordy commander. Victory, because you're evil. And the rest was history. This is such a strange show. You know, it's kind of reminds. You know what this kind of reminds me slightly of? Remember Zootropolis? The kind of exact same thing when Judy Hopps went to go to do with the police and she was like knee high and everyone's like that tall compared to her. It reminds me of that completely. Someone's like sitting in the like somewhere else. I'm like, holy crap, is that a flying lolly? This. At least they're addressing it. I can see what you mean, actually. Holy crap attacks. Sarah, I believe it's a hole in our wall. That's what's going on. There's a crazed lolly coming out of it. That's when you know you're screwed. Holy crap. Straight. Yeah, I believe. Apparently, Evil Lolly is best lolly, apparently. uh, I'll laugh in the end. She just takes her mask off and she's like, you thought we were going to craze Lolly that kills people, but it was actually me, Lolly Dio. He's all like, holy crap. It'll make sense. And there she goes. Some say she never returned. She carried on, just going off screen. Well, this is one crazy turn of events, to be honest. This worked really well as a video game made by Megaforce and Temco Koei. They should get on that. It'd be pretty freaking cool, to be honest. Excuse me. Throat's getting out of control again. It's like, sir, what's that firing at us? Holy crap, it's a crazed lolly. It's like, I'm sorry, what? Crazed lolly? It's like, yeah. Boom! Never know, they might actually handle it correctly. You never know. Brutality. Oh, he's gone. Is it always lore in anime when some bloke's just walking across a battlefield? He has to get a massive thing just thrown on him all the goddamn time. It's always lore. Seeing it so many goddamn times. And there she goes again. And from then on, it was not easy, as she expected. Oh, snap. When you say it's easy, it's never easy. It's like watching a bullet hell shooter. It's like from the sky. It's dodging them constantly. It's kind of enjoyable to watch. Why do I always imagine a Top Gun music must go behind when she's flying? It's over the top of the Top Gun music. Oh. Damn, hit watch. Off they go. Magical surfing men. Magical surfing men. Sky magical surfing men. Off he goes. Well, he's gone. Holy crap, he lost an arm. Uncensored losing of arm. Even though it's the most smallest of blood splatter, still uncensored. Holy crap. Oh snap! Holy crap! Holy crap! Strip just kicked the dude. That's pretty good. Give her props for that. Wait, did she just die? But she ain't dead. Of course. Also, I thought. when you try not do anything good and you end up doing something really freaking good in the end. It's kind of funny. Holy crap, she's 9 years old. Well, that was that. I have no idea what to think, to be honest. It's just this anime gets more absurd as the times go on. It's borderline insanity at one point. I was kind of like going, yeah, I accept this, to be honest. I don't know what to think of Myth and Royd either. I always got a really love-hate relationship with them because they're alright, but I don't like them at the exact same time. They're kind of a bit too computerized, if you get what I mean. They're kind of like a 2016/17 version of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Like whenever you heard him, like freaking hell, again. But at least their music is actually slightly better than Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I cannot stand Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas at all. It's such a terrible band. I actually can't like Myth and Royd sometimes. But yeah, to be honest, to be honest, I think the explanation to do with why he came back as her was extremely far fetched. But then again, do I sit here and question anything because of what I've seen already? No, because I believe the suspension of disbelief has been completely just thrown out the window anyway. So there's no point in believing anything, to be honest. I don't know. I kind of find it funny. I find it funny just because, again, I think I'm just too. I'm kind of too used to the absurdity of this anime. Even though I've only watched like one episode, I'm kind of like, yeah, I accept everything that's happening right now because I don't think there's any point in thinking about it because the more you think about it, the weirder it just becomes, and it just kind of just breaks your brain in between. Because it's just the explanation of the actual of how he became her. I was just sitting there going, what? I guess, okay. Like, I accept it, but then you kind of have the whole entire thing of her becoming him becoming her and then going into the military at age 9. It's kind of like, I guess. Alright. I accept it. I mean, yeah, the introduction was kind of a bit weird. It wasn't like, I would say, good in any way, shape, or form. It wasn't like fantastically explained because it could have just done a lot more in the beginning part to actually fully explain what the bloody hell's going on. I mean, the entire world is our world, and then Gold's all like, yo, gonna give it a second chance, but if you die again, there's no other reincarnation, so you're screwed, mate. So be careful, yo. And then he gets reincarnated as a little girl who happens to be freaking good at magic or something. And then, yeah, joins the military at age 9, and then basically just turns into a lolly killer. I'm like, okay, all right. Is there much point me kind of accepting it? Not really, because once you kind of realize it, you kind of like, yeah, suspension of disbelief's at the window. Like, there's no way in me just kind of sitting here going, yeah, I can still maintain my suspension of disbelief watching the show because I can't. It's impossible. Like, you can't because it's an alternate kind of country, yeah, but taking the girl at age 9, it's kind of like, okay, that's a bit weird, but getting constant Gmail messages. But I don't know. It's weird. It's a strange show. It's kind of sort of enjoyable at the exact same time. It's a problem with it. It's not bad. It's just it's kind of outlandish and strange to a point where your brain goes, what? It's basically World War One, but I guess it's alternate history of World War One because that's how everyone does it nowadays. Like it's always alternate history in World War One or alternate history war. That's how it always goes down in shows nowadays. But yeah. I mean, you can see what they're trying to portray at the exact same time. It's not like it's being around the bush at all. Like, it's not really doing anything in the sense of really changing anything. Look at what happened with what was it? Izzetto and The Last Wish. That whole entire show, you're just sitting there going, I know what you're trying to pull here. Okay, you're not changing my opinion. You're pulling something here, and I know it. And I guess this show is exactly the same. But it's not bad. It's not great either. I mean, possibly the light novel manga are 10 times better, but 9 out of 10 times, do we ever really get any light novels that 100% adapted perfectly nowadays? Because 9 out of 10 times it kind of gets shafted somehow. Like, I don't know, I can't remember the last time I actually saw a light novel adaptation. And that was complete perfect, and I was like, yeah, you know what? That was good. Because 9 out of 10 times always tend to be either terrible or kind of just in the middle or adapted poorly, and you're kind of like, okay. But I don't know. I mean, the only thing I kind of like more about this show is the fact of Tanya's actual like kind of voice actress. I think she does a really good job. I think she's the best bit about the whole entire show because everything else just kind of seems a bit alright. Like, that's the major thing. It's kind of just it's in the realms of alright. That's the only kind of thing I can see with it. It's nothing else more than that. But she does such a good job of portraying her character that it kind of becomes a lot more enjoyable to watch because she does a good job. She's an amazing VA. I think it's our Yuki. I think the voice actress is. But yeah, I think she does a really commendable job. But I think the only thing that really needs to happen now is the secondary characters. They need development because some of them are kind of a little bit annoying. They don't really kind of do anything for me that I can honestly say, well, they're needed there. Because it's not really that kind of show for me. Because, I mean, Shirayuki kind of seems like that kind of token character. I thought I was right. A token character. Thanks for clarifying me. Thanks for clarifying it for me. But yeah, I mean, Shirayuki's character seems kind of that token character you see in all these shows, the one that kind of wants to always prove that they're all right, but they're kind of almost exactly the same each show. Oh yeah, you're right. She was Clementine Overlord. Makes sense actually now. I more think about it. Yeah, but she's that kind of she's just that. And I think the show needs to develop her beyond that point because she seems a bit too one-dimensional, to be honest. She doesn't seem like she doesn't seem like if she wasn't there, she wouldn't kind of there wouldn't be an absence, if you get what I mean. Because a character needs to kind of be there for actual reasons. It can't just be there for the sake of being there. And I feel like she's just there for the sake of being there because I mean I need a character like her. I don't know. But hopefully as time goes on, they do develop her character beyond where she is right now, because if they don't, it might get a little bit annoying. Like, because episode 1 didn't really kind of prove to me that she was doing anything out of the ordinary. Like, I was like sitting there going, yeah, seen you before, you're not doing anything for me. And also, I swear she voiced Fine in Izetta as well. I swear she voiced Fine. Yeah, she did. Yeah, I might have to go pick the manga up because there's no point me just sitting here just watching it and then afterwards reading it because I know the adaptation is not that good. But I'll probably just pick the manga up and just read it on the side. But it's just, I don't know. It's such a weird show to kind of knuckle down what your opinion is because it's so bloody out of the ordinary. Like, it's just one of those things that as time goes on, people just sit there and wonder, how can we just change history even more than we already have? You know, like sitting there going, killer lollies, and then the guy sitting there going, fracking hell, that's a good idea. Hasn't been done before. I mean, is there a role a lolly has not been put in yet? I cannot remember. I feel like a lolly's been put in everything nowadays. I can't remember them being a president, but I remember the other lolly killers used to be good old Higurashi. I swear. I think it was one before. Was there one after that? I'm not too sure. But yeah, I mean, I think. Oh god, my hair's going a bit weird. I think it just needs time. That's the major thing. It needs time. What does World War One need? Flying little cars murdering people. That's what we needed in World War One. I don't know. Maybe I don't freaking know. It's such a strange thing. I think the thing the show needs most is just to kind of develop. It needs to kind of find a firm footing to actually kind of become something better than it already is. Because don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It's just not good either. It's just it needs something. It's a major thing. It needs something in there that's missing. And I think as well, they might just find it, but I don't think it's the right studio to do it. I don't think this was the right studio. I don't think Madhouse would have been the right studio either. I think it needed someone who might have taken it a bit more seriously. Because I feel like Nut just kind of just came out of nowhere and kind of said, yeah, we're adapting this light novel, and this really didn't do a good job of it because they're not really proving themselves to be the studio they can trust, really. I don't know. I can't figure out a studio who could do it. Maybe Production IG might be able to do it. I'm not too sure. Because it could be one of those shows that it might just work for them. Because, I mean, they've kind of dabbled in something like this before. Not in the sense of lolly killing war things, but yeah, Bones I can see as well, but at the same time, I feel like Bones would change a lot of the story because look what happened in Noragami and a lot of other shows they've covered. They kind of changed the story too much. They kind of just went a bit eh. But I feel like maybe the best studio to do it would be I can't speak. Be by Production IG is what I was looking for. But you never know. Yeah, I can see Bones covering it. That's the problem. I can see him, but it was just the fact that they might just change too much, and it might not be the same ever again, because I have no idea what's the obsession with covering light novels and then changing the storyline, or changing a lot of it, because it did with Overlord. It didn't make any sense why they changed all the things in. I mean, they cut out Brains completely and just made him to be this kind of dude who was a complete coward, but in a manga and light novel, he isn't. Kind of like, why did they do it? And he kind of sitting there going, why doesn't people just adapt these things fully and kind of give it enough oomph? Yeah, change certain things here and there. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't be 100%, but the more it's true to the source material, the better it becomes, and it kind of becomes a little bit more enjoyable. But it's like, I don't know. Yeah, they did axe a lot of the things from Overlord for no discernible reason, because it made no sense why they axed all of it. Like, you sat there and said, why is this not in here? Why did that get adapted, but that didn't? Why? I don't know. It's just one of those long history kind of things that they started off adapting light novel so freaking damn well, and then somewhere in between, it kind of just destroyed itself. If you get what I mean. So I mean, if you have an anime covered by if you have a light novel covered by Madhouse, you know you just don't want to watch it because it's going to get a terrible ending, and a lot of it's going to be anime original. Like that's what's going to happen. Because I've seen it now. I know of it. I'm like, yeah, I won't watch anything by Madhouse, which is light novel adapted, because it just feels like they're going to completely ruin it somehow. Sometimes they're alright with it, but other times they're kind of like, no, we're going to change everything. I'm like, why? But yeah, I mean, this show could turn out to be something kind of good if they kind of just do certain things to it. Just kind of maybe keep what made the actual source material really freaking good and just kind of adapt it a bit better. Because I feel like there's a good show in here. Don't get me wrong. I feel like there's a good show in here, but I think the problem with this series is the fact that they concentrate more on the action than anything else. Yeah, that's why I always wonder why does no one just follow the manga rather than a light novel, because it's there for a reason as well. But I don't know. But yeah, it's just I feel like they need to flesh certain things out as well. Just kind of give some more time to certain things and kind of explain it a little bit better. Because don't get me wrong, it's established this world, it's established the characters within it. We know who they are. We know where they want to go to next. We know everything else. But I feel like there's some things in between that are a bit half-assed that it kind of just ruins the whole entire thing for me. A tiny bit. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not a full, like, freaking hell, dude, stop right now, I'm not watching this kind of show. It ain't no Keeper Strip, or it ain't no Elder Life, or it ain't no Handshakers, but it's kind of that show which you don't know what the hell they're doing with it. Like, I mean, they could have gone so many other different ways and they didn't, but the way they went, it's kind of like, I don't know. Yeah, I could already tell that probably the line was a really complex kind of storyline, because you can tell from the kind of bare bones they've done in this anime how complex the story probably is, because they kind of abridged the whole entire series and like gave it kind of a half-assed adaptation. I don't know. Yeah. Let M2 does Onihei. Nuts the one that does this one. Why didn't Nut just cover like an unknown manga or something? Just do that. I don't know. It kind of makes no sense why they went straight for a light novel that's kind of a bit too complex and a bit too ambitious. Because you can really see it from the key animation that's already present in the show that this is way too ambitious for such a small studio. Like they could have gone for something else that might have not pushed their resources. Don't get me wrong, not a Moe Blob kind of show, but something that's not so ambitious. And give it to someone who maybe might just be able to give it a better adaptation. It's like Bones or Production IG or God, who else is there? White Fox might be able to do it. I'm not too sure. Like they could, but yeah. I mean, all in all, it's not too bad. It just needs some work. But yeah, so with all that said, I've indeed been a Jiraiya. If you have enjoyed the stream as a whole, and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed it does help quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here and you want to stay a little bit longer, then do leave a sub, because indeed it does help me quite a bit. I hope you can join me on the next stream, which is going to be Fuka. So see you guys then. Bye for now.